All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're looking at personal finance,
Yeah.
but with a bit of a twist.
Yes.
We're not going back to Finance 101.
Right.
We're looking at some of the stuff that they don't really teach you
Exactly.
in school or in those kind of conventional personal finance guides.
Yeah.
So,
It's the stuff that can really make a difference.
exactly.
It can supercharge your personal finances.
It's like the secret sauce or something.
the secret sauce, absolutely.
So one of the things
Yeah.
that we noticed in looking at all these sources
Yeah.
is this idea that personal finance is kind of treated like a mystery. Like it's this big scary thing
Yeah.
that nobody really quite understands.
It's shrouded in jargon.
Yeah.
It feels inaccessible.
Right.
And it's often presented in a way that's not really engaging.
Not very applicable to people's daily lives.
Absolutely. And this idea that you should just pick it up as you go along
Right. I mean,
by osmosis or something.
yeah, osmosis, exactly. But we spent all this time learning algebra and history and all this other stuff in school. But when it comes to something that is so
Yeah.
fundamental,
Well, to our life.
living in the modern world,
Absolutely.
we're just kind of left to figure it out.
Yeah. You're kind of thrown into the deep end
Yeah.
with personal signing.
Exactly. And it's like, why is that?
And it has such a big impact on your well-being,
Yeah.
on your opportunities in life.
I never even thought about that. But it's so true. I mean, if you're constantly stressed about money,
Yeah.
it's going to affect like every other area of your life.
Every other area of your life. And it can really hold you back from
Right.
pursuing your goals.
So what are some of these like secret tips?
Okay.
It's unconventional wisdom things
So, yeah.
we can learn to sort of demystify this whole personal finance thing.
So one of the most interesting things that I came across in the research is this idea of treating yourself like a business.
Treat yourself like a business.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
I don't even know what that means.
Right. So
I mean, I'm not incorporating myself or anything.
no, not literally incorporating yourself, but thinking about how a successful business operates and applying those principles to your personal finances.
Okay, so give me an example.
So, for example, a business tracks its income and expenses very carefully.
Okay.
It analyzes its performance. It makes strategic investments
Okay.
for future growth.
I see where you're going with this.
Right.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't we do the same thing with our personal finances?
Okay, but like how do I actually do that?
So it starts with, I'm not going to, create a business plan for my life.
You don't have to have a formal business plan, but you can have a financial roadmap.
Oh, okay. A roadmap. That
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Yeah, right. So you want to get a really clear picture of your cash flow, what's coming in, what's going out,
Okay. Track everything.
track everything.
Got it.
And then you can look for areas where you can optimize.
Optimize, like cut back on spending.
Exactly.
Or maybe find ways to earn.
Or find ways to earn more money.
Okay. I like that. Earn more money, spend less money.
That's the basic equation.
All right. So is that all it is to this? Treating myself like a business thing?
Well, it's also about setting financial goals,
Goals. Okay.
just like a business would. So you want to think about what you want to achieve with your money
Okay.
and then break those goals down into smaller, actionable steps.
I can do that. I can make a list.
Exactly. So you might have goals like buying a house or retiring early or paying off your debt, whatever it is that's important to you.
Yeah. And those are big goals. Long-term goals.
Right. And so you break them down into smaller steps that you can take on a regular basis.
So like if I want to buy a house, my first step might be like save up for a down payment.
Exactly.
Okay, and how do I figure out how much to save or like
So that's where the financial roadmap comes in.
Right,
You
okay.
can map out how much you need to save each month to reach your goal by a certain date.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm actually giving myself a deadline.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah, because deadlines help you stay on track.
To do. I work better with deadlines.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've got the roadmap. We've got the business analogy. What else have we got?
Okay, so another really interesting concept is this idea of negotiating everything.
Negotiating everything. What, like everything? Everything.
You'd be surprised how many things are negotiable. If you just ask
Like what?
your salary,
Okay.
your rent, your cable bill,
Cable bill.
That fancy espresso machine you've been eyeing?
Okay, hold on. So you're telling me I can walk into a store and be like, hey, can I get a discount on this?
Well, it doesn't always work that way. But it's always worth asking.
Okay,
The worst they can say is no.
that's true. But I'm not very good at negotiating.
I understand.
I always feel awkward.
Well, it's a skill that you can develop.
Okay.
And it's like anything else, the more you practice, the better you get.
Okay, so how do I get better?
So first of all, do your research.
Research?
Know the market value of what you're negotiating for.
So if I'm buying a car, I should look up how much other...
Exactly. Look up how much other cars are selling for.
Okay.
And then second, be confident,
Confident.
but polite,
Okay.
but firm in your ask.
So not aggressive, but...
Not aggressive, but assertive.
Okay, assertive. I can do assertive.
There
Okay,
you go.
and then what's the point of all this? Negotiating, I mean...
Well, the potential rewards can be huge.
Okay.
You know, even negotiating a slightly higher starting salary can have a massive impact on your lifetime earnings.
Look, it compounds.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or, imagine negotiating a lower price on a car. You could save thousands of dollars.
Thousands. That's a lot. Okay, all right. I'm starting to see the value in this
Yeah.
whole negotiating thing.
It's about being proactive, about advocating for yourself.
Okay, advocate for myself. Got it.
All right, so we've talked about treating ourselves like businesses.
Yes.
We've talked about negotiating. What else do we have in our arsenal?
Okay, so another one that I thought was really interesting was this whole idea of diversifying your income.
Yes, diversification. That's crucial.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. And this is especially important in today's economy.
Okay, why is that?
Well, because the job market is more volatile than ever. People are changing careers more often.
Right.
Companies are downsizing. It's just a lot less stable
Than it used to be.
than it used to be.
Yeah.
So if you have multiple streams of income, you're less vulnerable
to those changes.
to those changes, to economic downturns, to unexpected job loss.
Okay, so it's like a safety net.
It's a safety net.
Okay.
And it can also help you build wealth faster.
Really? How so?
Well, because you have more money coming in, you can invest more,
Okay.
you can pay off debt faster, you can reach your financial goals sooner.
And it doesn't have to be multiple full-time jobs.
It doesn't have to be. You can diversify in lots of different ways,
Like what?
like freelancing,
Okay.
starting a small business, investing in real estate, creating passive income streams.
Passive income. That sounds nice.
It can be very nice.
So what kind of passive income?
Well, you could create an online course,
Oh, okay.
or write an ebook, or sell stock photos. There are so many options.
Wow. Okay, so this is all starting to sound a lot more exciting
Yeah.
than traditional personal finance advice.
It's not just about budgeting and saving, it's about being strategic, about taking calculated risks, about creating a life where you have more financial freedom.
Freedom. Yeah.
I like
And
that.
flexibility.
Okay, so to recap, we've learned that personal finance doesn't have to be this big scary mystery.
Right.
It's about empowerment. It's about taking control
Of your finance.
of your finances and using that knowledge
Yeah.
to create a life you love.
Yeah. I mean, that's ultimately what it's all about.
Right.
Like, what's the point of having all this money if you're not enjoying your life?
It's about aligning your money with your values, with your goals.
I like to align your money with your values.
Yeah.
All right. So we've covered a lot of ground today. We talked about treating ourselves like businesses,
Yes.
mapping out our financial future, becoming master negotiators, and exploring multiple avenues for income.
Absolutely.
And I think the biggest takeaway for me is that personal finance is not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
No, it's not.
It's about finding...
It's a journey. It's about experimenting.
Yeah.
It's about figuring out what works for you.
Exactly.
So what's one action you can take based on what you've learned today?
Yeah. I mean, that's a great question for everybody to think about. What's one small step that you can take to start applying some of this unconventional wisdom
Yeah, to improve your financial well-being.
to your own life?
Yeah.
So we'll leave you with that to ponder. And until next time, keep diving deep and keep those personal finance gears turning. Thanks for listening, everybody.